Welcome to another episode of Tech Talk Today. I'm your host, and today we're diving into the fascinating world of GitHub, arguably the engine behind modern software development. GitHub has revolutionized the way developers collaborate, share, and manage code, and there's a lot to unpack, so let's jump right in. It's kind of amazing when you think about how GitHub has transformed the way software is built. It's not just a tool. It's a community. Millions of developers across the globe use this platform to collaborate on projects, report issues, and contribute to open source software. But diving deeper, what makes GitHub so special? One thing that stands out is its emphasis on collaboration. Developers can engage in discussions about code changes, track issues in real time, and manage their work with clear, organized boards. It's like a social network for coders, sort of like Facebook, but with code. Think about that for a second. What if your social media feed was filled with snippets of programming discussions instead of vacation photos? And then there's GitHub Actions. This is where things get really interesting. It allows developers to automate workflows right within their repositories. Ever had a task that was just too tedious? Well, GitHub Actions can handle things like running tests or deploying code automatically. It's a bit like having your own personal assistant who loves coding. Can you imagine how much time that could save? But let's not forget about GitHub sponsors, a feature that really highlights the platform's community spirit. This allows developers to fund open source projects, connecting supporters directly with the creators. It's a win-win. The developers get support, and the sponsors get the satisfaction of knowing they're helping build something valuable. How often do we hear stories like that in tech? Now, if you're new to GitHub, or even if you've been using it for a while, you might wonder about the learning curve. It's true, there's a lot to take in: version control, branching, merging, but I promise you, once you get the hang of it, it's incredibly empowering. It's like learning to ride a bike, a bit wobbly at first, but soon you're cruising with confidence. And speaking of learning, GitHub provides a treasure trove of resources, from learning pathways to events and webinars, for those looking to improve their skills. There's so much content out there that it's almost overwhelming. You could immerse yourself in knowledge for days. Now, here's a thought-provoking question for our listeners. Have you ever contributed to an open source project, or do you think you'd like to in the future? If you're hesitant, remember, every big developer started somewhere, and learning through collaborative projects can be one of the best ways to grow your skills. As we wrap up today's conversation, let's reflect on the key takeaways. GitHub is more than just a tool for version control. It's a thriving community that fosters collaboration, innovation, and continuous learning. Its features like GitHub Actions and sponsors are game changers in the developer ecosystem. Thanks for tuning into Tech Talk today. If you enjoyed the show, be sure to subscribe and join us next time as we explore more about the tools shaping our tech landscape. Until then, keep coding and stay curious.